Hello, hello. I am Dory with Prairie Scraps, and we are here on YouTube and Facebook. And if you're on this beginning part, I would say you are watching on the replay. So go ahead and put hashtag replay. So I don't know that you are here. It kind of helps me out with my small business. Oh my goodness, I left a mess here. It is Thrifty Thursday, and I am just here on both my places. And we are going to, first of all, clean up. This is kind of messy here. Yesterday, if you watched yesterday's, I was busy getting that banner changed over. So go back and watch the live, watch everything. And I think it turned out pretty cute, We did a Hello Pumpkin, changed it from the wedding. But I can still see some teal here sitting on my board. So I'm just going to, good thing it's water-based, right? I can just wash it off. We are going to remake a sign today. So make sure that you check on in, say hello, see if anybody joins in. I'm starting to have this theory. So anyway, the next time I go live will be on Saturday. I think I'm on for Sweetest Day, maybe is what the day is. I don't know. I have to figure out something. If you have any ideas, tell me. Give me some ideas. I haven't been inspired yet. I'll have to think about it maybe. I'm definitely starting to really think about, like, what do I need to get ready to do my winter events. So my Christmas fairs. That's what I'm thinking about right now, because it goes fast. And you know, as we get closer and closer, the more I can get out in my booths, the more I sell, right? The more I can keep going and crafting here with you guys. So this is my small business. I only do craft shows usually in the fall. I do have one big one at 4th of July. And honestly, I have a little lack of enthusiasm for our local ones too, just because Border Days, my big one, Art in the Park, wasn't very good this year. So it was okay. I made my money back, but you know, if I only choose to do a couple of shows a year, I really need to make enough to keep me going for a year. So that's where I'm at. Oh, you know what I'm doing? If you are interested, I am putting together a format to do a 1-hour messenger party for craft supplies. So if that's something you're interested in, let me know, because I need to need a test market for it. So this is the sign that I'm going to do. These were actually, this was like the end of wood for me. This was the outside of somebody's house. We saved it from somebody's house, used it on the inside of our house, did a lot of the farmhouse style walls and ceilings in my house. Why can I never think of what it's called? My daughter can always think of it and I can't. Anyway, so the odds and ends we made into, hi Linda, good to see you. The odds and ends we made into signs. And this was one of my, I think, first signs that I made out of that wood. And it's just not sold. It had, I don't know if you can barely see it, like there's a love in cursive with a heart in red. And that's all it had. And then it had like a red bow going around here. So it was just not something that has ever sold at any of my shows. So I thought, let's do something with it. Let's redo it. Hey, Peggy, good to see you. So that is my Thrifty Thursday. And it even has kind of a crack here. I think it's going to be okay. I'm actually thinking about doing, how did we do spec? I'm trying to think how we did I did take a sander to it and try to get off everything as much as I could. You just don't, the red is going to leak through, right? So you want to get off that smelled like, I think this is made out of cedar. A little bit of an allergy to cedar. So bear with me as I think it smells. This cedar isn't the one, but this one kind of smells. But I also know that I originally put on, here, I'll go like this. I originally did put on a clear coat on it. So sanding it kind of gets into that clear coat and gets that removed, because otherwise sometimes it doesn't work out so well. So with that, I was thinking about doing a crackle paint, but I'm wondering if I need to, why can't I remember? I think you put Mod Podge on and then the paint. Oh my goodness, there's a stink bug next to me. But usually I put on a one color paint on here. And I kind of didn't, like I've got a nice string going through here. So my husband put the these through. See, this was only for sale for $10. So I don't know. Maybe I need to take them out. It'll be less messy if I do, but I didn't want to string it through. So I was kind of leaving them there. I was being lazy. You guys ever have lazy, crafty moments? Oh, did it? Good to know. Can you hear me now or no? Is it worse? Is it still muffled, or did it just muffle when I moved it? Let me know and I'll change it. I don't know what I'll change it to, but all right. Get this out of here. Pull it through the other way. Get the price tag off. Did it mute it? This maybe because I moved it further away. I don't know. Oh, and I see my YouTube one too. I wish someone was on YouTube telling me. I could see my microphone is in a different place than it should be. It's kind of behind the computer, so hold on tight. I'm going to try to move it. There we go. Sorry about that noise. Is it still sounding muffled to you? I thought I had some glue here. This was kind of everything at the end got thrown in here. Oh, there's the rest. I knew I had those. I knew I had the rest of my. See, I keep everything. The things you find. Hi, Brenda. Can you hear me okay, or does it sound muffled? That's the question of the day. Oops. I had it right side up. Guess I could put my... Oh, I feel unorganized. So I was thinking about doing crackle paint. And I thought I had some glue in here, like regular school glue. But I can't seem to find it. I don't see it. Oh, I found it. I was thinking about using regular school glue and letting it dry, but let's see what we can find. Let's see what we can find. I'm going to mix some Mod Podge up instead of using the real Mod Podge. Save that for really special. Hey, Lou. Good to see you. Glad you're in here. This is one that all my glue dry, but I just keep the old jar and then we can mix. We'll see if we can get one open. That's the key, right? I like to buy school glue when it's 10 cents a bottle or 50 cents a bottle, whatever. There, I got it. That worked. Can you hear me okay? I don't know. I think Linda maybe didn't stick around. Oh my goodness, this glue is, ooh, it is thick. See if we can get some water into it and mix it up, right? It's really the only reason I have glue in here is to make it into Mod Podge. Mod Podge is 50, oops, that was a lot of water. 50% water, 50% school glue, and I maybe went too far on this. This is when I need like an immersion. I get that in. Maybe not on there because that'll never dry. Wood is going to soak it up. Hey, Lou. Oh, nobody's sticking with me today. I don't know if you can't hear me. Let me see if I can fix something. Linda, if you could follow up and tell me whether I really messed it up for good or if it's okay now. I'm still trying to get used to my new camera positions for both of these places. So I might still have to just move it because I keep having issues. I don't know. Get this mixed in. It is water-based, glue is, so. Kind of lumpy. Very lumpy, in fact. I don't know. This might be too watery, to be honest. See if we can get some more. And I'm making a mess, royal mess. This glue has no other purpose than to be turned into Mod Podge. Hopefully I can revive this. Otherwise, I'm going to have kind of a mess. But well, nothing new under the sun today, I guess. Muffled in and out still. Huh. I'm trying to decide. Oh, nope. I don't want that. Why? I do have it set to do auto like sound on it. Maybe it was just, I don't know. Maybe it's trying to adjust. Hopefully, as I keep going. So today feels like Friday because Thursday is the last day for the school kids to go to school. So this is quite the concoction I'm making here. What's kind of funny with Mod Podge is like you water it down, put it on, let it dry. That's the funny thing. Let's see if this works. I don't know if this is going to work or not. It may not. But we're going to give it a try and see if we can get it to, I don't know. It's usually a little thicker than that. I don't know. I'm saying I don't know 50 times because I don't know. We're just going to paint this on and see if we can't get it to work. I think I might have too much water in there. So we're just I'm trying to do a crackle technique, but my glue is, I thought maybe I could get it watered out. I don't know. See, I'm just not dying on this one. I am dying on this one. I don't know. Good thing this is a test board, like an old board that we're reusing. I just wanted it, when we crackled it, when we paint over the top of it, I would like to have it show the wood because I think, a certain amount of people, I don't want to do black and white. That's what I've always done crackle painting with. And I'm just thinking I want wood underneath it. Why do black and white? But I don't think this is going to work very well with, I don't know. I definitely don't think I have the right consistency. But it maybe, as I'm spreading it, I thought it's just maybe a total disaster. We don't know. Testing out just putting it on here. I think it would be fine, other than it's got a few lumps in it. So anyway, I got through homeschool today. It's been overcast and kind of rainy for like 3 days. So it's kind of gloomy. I don't know. I know we used to have rain all the time in Wisconsin, but it's gloomy. Thank you, Linda. I don't know. I don't know what to do to fix it other than start over, but I don't want to do that either. Oops. I don't want to lose you. So, I don't know. I'm just going to put the lid on there. It's a big abyss today in my crafting. A big abyss. I'm going to put the lid on. I don't know if that'll. It's not leaking, so I think I could like take it and mix it by shaking it. It's a big mystery going on here. So I'm trying to get this ready to send out or to be able to put out for sale. Totally different sign. Just change it up, fix it, by getting a whole new thing. I feel like Facebook lately has not been my friend. I don't know. We're just having issues, but thank you for sticking with me. I'm excited to be here. It's good to have a little time out. I did all the schooling. I also sound a little bit hoarse because I was homeschooling all morning and reading, and we cried and cried. Okay, so yesterday I said in my live that we were reading Gathering of Days. It's something about the dancing days, the end of the dance, or the gathering of the dancing days, or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, we finished the book today. We read, I think, 7 chapters of it to finish it off because my daughter was like, finish it, which is good. You want your kids to be excited about school. And there's this one, not much she gets excited about as far as school goes. It's not her thing. So it's sometimes hard to get her too excited about anything. I'm like, you want more because you like school? I was trying to get her to say. She goes, I'm not saying I like school, but I like this book. So she wanted to. We finished 2 books, and both books. The other one was the Gates of the Dragon, I think it was called. I'm really good with titles. If you want to know what books we were reading, just put down books below, and I'll give you the 2 titles for real. I'll go look. I'll research myself. Oh. But anyway, I cried and cried. I don't know. Do you guys ever do that when you're reading books? Do you cry when they're sad? I get so emotionally involved in books, which, we want our kids to get emotionally involved, but I was crying totally alone. I have been wondering if this doesn't have to be totally dried, the crackle stuff, but we do want it kind of more of a tacky. Because I'm afraid it's so liquidy right now in a few places that it might just come off. So I don't want it that way. It's so sad. The Dancing Days one was about World War I and the soldiers that come home from World War I. And anyway, and then the other one was about building the railroad by the Chinese workers. So both of them absolutely crying. So I have my cry for the day. Do you guys ever feel better after a cry? I don't know if I do. I feel exhausted. I feel exhausted from a good cry. Ooh, I do see kind of some pools of, we don't want that. All right. I want to leave it so it's tacky and I don't want to go too far. So I'm going to go ahead and get the white out and let's see if we can't get it open first of all. It's been a while. This is my Waverly chalk white matte finish. It is an acrylic finish, or no prep acrylic paint, it says. And it definitely it lasts a long time. You get it at Walmart. So I'm just going to use the same brush. We'll see if this is a deterrent or not. I don't know. It's got a little crust on the top. I hardly ever, like, I don't know. Kind of a lazy crafter. You guys lazy, or do you like take out all the dishes to put your paint in? I just like to do it sort of like eating out dinner out of the dish instead of putting it on a plate. Although I don't like to do that very much. I do like to have a plate. So now this should crackle, I think. Could also use, if it doesn't, well, plan B, I guess. Plan B, if this doesn't work, we'll just paint it in solid, I guess. Kind of just testing it out here because, it's, who knows? Who knows? I think you do want it thicker. Get it to crackle, you want nice thick coating of paint over the top. It's worked in the past, so we'll see. But like I said, I don't know what that glue was doing. I've never seen glue do that. I think it's because I had the cheap kind. I don't know. I want to get the edges this time. I think last time we just left it wood, so it didn't really get much on the edges. I'm gonna make a coffee sign. I think that'll be a cute sign and people like it. People like their coffee here. Do you guys like coffee? I know I do. Oops, pushing the wrong one. There we go. Get this in a little bit. There we go. All right, sorry about all the moving. I don't know what to say. All right, I'm gonna set that aside, I think. Oops, we got pretty good coverage and I dumped some water down in there. So next time I open it, I'll still be able to use it. I kind of do the same thing. Even though it's an acrylic, I still will add water. I just like a smoother finish. So we're just going to help this dry along a little. See if we can get it to crackle. I see some potential. Let's just say that. Maybe not. If it doesn't, I'll just paint it solid, I guess. It's not looking good, is it? It's not looking good. I'm going to blame the glue. I don't think it was anything else I could have done. Well, that wasn't a good potential there. That wasn't a good crackle at all. That really just didn't do it, did it? So I think we'll go back over it. I'm going to go for another coat, I think. Hello, Abby. Can you hear me? Shoot, somebody was saying I was muffled going in and out, and I don't know what's going on. So I'm afraid that's why nobody's here. I was trying for a crackle paint, but that did not happen. Just did not happen. So now I'm going to go for full coverage. Full coverage. We're just redoing a sign today for Thrifty Thursday. Sometimes if something doesn't work, or you can pick up at thrift sales or thrift stores, you can just go ahead and pick up a new sign and use the base of it, as long as you can get down to, as long as you can get coverage on it, I guess you would say, because you don't want to not be able to get good coverage on it. I have had signs where, I have learned that all those people that have done the vinyl signs and then done it, sent it to the thrift store or at rummage sales, I can use their nice, because we have a store that you can go and, do your own vinyl kind of thing. And they have really good wood signs that are really expensive. I don't even know how they stay in business, to be honest, because they, charge $20 or $25 to come and make your own. And seriously, like, it's the really good wood signs, like handmade, not even like, they're not Walmart signs. They're actually handmade. And that vinyl just usually peels right off. So I've been able to redo a few of those just by peeling it off and then sanding it down where the glue is and redoing it. Easy peasy. Thank you for a nice backing. And paint is unless you really are working at sanding it off, the paint is going to stay on it. Okay. I feel like we still have some streaks in this. Not really going for that look. I would have taken it if we would have gotten the... All right. As much as I can off of that. So girls and I went to the health food store and got some flax and things like that. And things for colds. Well, at least to ward them off. I'm pretty excited. I'm supposed to get an order. It said tomorrow. It's like the longest order ever, but it's my new nativity scene. I'm really excited about it. I'm also getting surprises in for my team. Oops, that was messy. That I touched and it like peeled it off. That wasn't good. I am pondering in my mind, because this is looking a little streaky. You see that? It's looking streaky. I am pondering. Oh, I didn't get that side at all. That's really good, huh? I am thinking about going ahead and using an antique wax on this, just to maybe just give it a little more depth. Instead of the crackle paint, if all fails, use antique wax. I don't know. Just kind of make it look more realistic. Because right now, it's not looking like a great paint job. Hi, Penny. Can you hear me okay? I keep asking everybody that. It's actually starting, I think it's like crackling here. Maybe I just need to sand it a little bit. I don't know. Don't ask me. Can you see like where there's like that little spot right there that is kind of coming off? That's what I think is the crackling. So I'm thinking about, oh, that looks pretty nice. Who doesn't love a little edging, right? I had thought, because there is a crack in the board, I wanted to do a little bit of sand, like roughness. That's why I wanted the crackle paint, because I thought it would really, I'm just going to rough it up. That's what I'm going to do. It's actually kind of coming off in streaks. Oops. That looks like I just took a sanding pad to it. I didn't want that to be the case. I don't want it to look like I did a bad paint job, even though we all know I am. Oh, good. That's okay, Penny. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for helping me. Someone else said it sounded muffled, so I was worried that it was going in and out. So thank you. Keep me posted if it sounds weird. So I'm kind of failing at this little project. I tried to, my glue was all glumpy and almost completely dried up. So now I'm trying, and so I was trying to do crackle paint on this. But because it's got this piece of wood, this is a reused board, repurposed board. I'm trying to just, sorry for the noise. That's kind of obnoxious, isn't it? All right, let's get this cleared out, and I will clear that out later. I think it's looking kind of nice now. Anyway, my crackle paint didn't work because my glue was almost dry. I mixed in the water to make it. I like to make my own crackle paint, but I guess I didn't revive the glue enough. It was not looking good. Okay, I think that looks much better. It kind of just looks like a weatherboard, right? Kind of looks bad on the back. And it's still wet, so it's coming off, so that's good. Just got it in my own stuff there. So it's Thrifty Thursday, and we are redoing a sign that just hasn't sold. It was one of the first signs. Actually, the Love transfer was one of the first ones I got in my first kit. I've actually been a Chalk Couture designer twice. I did the first one for a few years, actually, when they first began. And then during, the big C word, the plague, I did leave because I was only doing it for my own, craft. My own craft fairs is what I used Chalk Couture, because it made my projects look so professional. All right, I think this is good. I'm pretty excited about it, actually. Let me see if I can get it on there for you. But anyway, isn't that pretty? I think it's kind of cute, actually. I think it turned out okay, even though it kind of made a mess. Actually, I think it was like kind of peeling off where, in the areas that it was going to crackle, but it just didn't quite crackle. I maybe needed to put more on, and that might have made a difference. So now, hopefully this is dry enough here, but now I want to put on a coat of wax because I want to seal that in. I don't want to have it like put a transfer on it and peel it all off. So we're going to do that. And we're going to make a coffee sign. I think I'm going to do a little coffee thing, and then it says coffee before talkie next to it. So tell me, should I do it all in black? What should I do? Tell me, should I do a color? I don't know. I'm thinking all black. I'm going to use our surface wax. I'm getting low. I do have another one on hand. So we'll have to, probably somewhere soon, we'll have to get out the new wax. But I love our surface wax because it's non-toxic and it just seals up your surface. It does make it just kind of bring out the grain usually. You can use it on paint too. I'm using it right here to seal it. And obviously, just like all wax, wax on, wax off, the more you wax off, the more shiny it'll be and more smooth, you know, it'll look more finished. And actually, in this case, to me, it looks more like more weathered. Like the all black. Okay, that's what I'll do. That's what I was thinking. So this is the one I'm going to use. And if you want the information about making this project, just put coffee down below. I will be happy to get you the coffee information. It's actually called Day Drinker is what it's called. So it says coffee before talkie. I don't really care for the Day Drinker, although it's referring to coffee or tea, I think. But, you know, I try to stay away from the alcohol references myself. But we're going to give it a go. I like the coffee cup and I like the coffee before talkie. And then there's also a saying that says all you need is tea and warm socks. Definitely good for the fall season, right? But I do like the coffee before talkie. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to take this one off first, this long one. Cut it in one continuous line. And then I don't have too bad of a jagged edge. I'm really bad with cutting straight. I just cannot cut straight. Don't ask me why. Too much coffee, maybe? Too much coffee. But this is a cute one. It's only a B-size transfer, so, you know, and with lots of parts, so you can really get your use out of it. We've had a lot of coffee transfers in the past, but they don't always, they've been really big. Like we had a really big, you know, coffee transfer last year, and it was the C size, I guess, 18 by 12. So this is nice to have a coffee one that's an 8.5 by 11. I've been trying to think about how you could do this for a t-shirt because it's kind of boxy. I like it to be like a little bit more this way, right, for the t-shirt. And this one, I don't know, maybe this will help me decide. I'm fuzzing this because it's the first time we're using it and we are putting it on that painted surface, and I don't want to pull off all the paint onto my new transfer either, because sometimes it's hard to get that off. All right, put that aside. And there are hole marks on here already. My husband was kind enough to put holes in it the first round, so a lot of times we don't do holes anymore. He got me what do you call it? He got me it's not a drill. It's more of like an electric screwdriver for Christmas, and I still have yet to use it. He's used it. I just haven't used it because I really need a drill. That's what I really need. I do want to do this more. I don't know if I want to do this in the center. And the reason being is that I see a couple little, like a piece of wood back here. Especially like when you put the ribbon through and stuff, you don't want it to be too far up to close to the ribbon, because if you want to put a big bow on it or something, you can't. I don't know that I'll do a bow, but I like the rougher look. Maybe I'll center it more. Put my coffee there, and then coffee before talkie over here. Yeah. I think that'll work. Okay, so they overlap, and you want to be careful about sticking things together. You don't want the transfers to stick together. It's kind of a mess. They pull each other apart. Just making sure all the air bubbles are out of this. See something. Oh, it's in the wood. I was worried it was. All right. We have a really good deal this month. If you are not currently in my club, you will want to join this month, because when you join our craft club, you get 12 free 8.5 by 11. This size transfer, 12 free ones, and they're the minis, a collection of minis. Really great deal. What reminded me is this: once you've been a club member for a year, you get a exclusive squeegee for it, but you do get a small mini squeegee when you start up as in a club member. You'll get the 12, plus you will get this month's transfer, which I used last night for the center part. Isn't this gorgeous? I love it. It says, let's see, always grateful, abundantly blessed, and forever thankful. And then it's got kind of a pattern in the middle. I've used that a couple of times. So if you want more information on that, plus you get 3 paste singles to go with it, as well as you get the mini squeegee. Oh, you get a shape. You get a shape. This month it's that oval shape. So every month you get a surface to actually use for a project. So this is the month to sign up. You get 12. Plus, if you would like any of our transfers, like if you went and got this transfer, you'd want to order 3 or 4 because one is going to be free. You buy 3, get 1 free. So Transfer Palooza, you want to get in on it. So go ahead and let me know. Put Palooza or whatever. If you're interested in shopping the sale, or put sale. And then if you're interested in that club membership where you get the free 8.5 by, it's a lot. Free 12 free 8.5 by 11s. It's an awesome deal. And I think they're like transfers that aren't even necessarily in our line right now. So it's a collection of them. It's a great deal. So every month you get in the mail for $21.99. That includes the shipping. You get a surface, 3 paste packets, and an exclusive transfer. This month is that. Ooh, got them stuck. Don't do it. Okay. Let's see. I've been pasting while talking. But these are reusable transfers. So you can use them over and over and over again, up to 12 times. Ooh, that looks really nice. Like it. Yay. It's always good when it comes out great. You can always do things to fix it, but it's easier if you could just do it right to begin with, right? I think that looks really cute. Now I should be able to sell it for $10, don't you think? I don't know what color of ribbon or anything to put on it. I don't have any like coffee themed ribbon. All right, let's put this coffee down again. Do it all black. I think this is going to be cute. Good idea, Penny. I'm glad you gave me the idea to do all black. I was kind of thinking the same thing, but I didn't know if it was too... I tend to like just all black. It's kind of my thing. So sometimes I have to be chatted off the shelf. I don't know. Oops, I went overboard here. I wasn't paying attention. So anyway, put club. If you're interested in that club, it is $21.99 a month. When you originally sign up, I think it's 3 months you have to commit to, but it is well worth it in this situation. There's also, when you purchase $100 as a club member this month, there's also a special, you're going to get a surface, a really expensive, nice surface. Oh my goodness, this turned out so good, you guys. So good. Love it. I love it. If all else fails, I'll give it to my coffee shop for a gift. I did smudge a little bit here, but because I used some wax before we started, I was able to wipe it off. This looks, oh, I'm getting it on myself. Stop! I just sprinkled it. I don't even know where it came from. No. I don't even know where that came from. All right. I keep wiping at the spot, but I don't even think it's paste. I think it's just part of the wood. Ugh. Don't keep touching it with your dirty fingers. Black and white, and she has a coffee corner. Yeah, exactly. Maybe I'll just leave it black and white. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Yes. Isn't that cute? Coffee before talkie. I love it. I think it's so cute. I can certainly see the potential in this. I think it'll. And Penny, by the way, I can ship it out if you want. I probably will just put. I kind of like the twine in it, so that's probably what I'll put that back into the end, unless you want something else. Thank you. I like it. I'm pretty excited. It's nice when a project works out, right? Even though, it doesn't always work out first, when you're crafting, you just never know. Sometimes it's not going to work out the way you planned, but there's no real mistakes. It's just an opportunity to be more creative, right? So no real mistakes when you're crafting. It's all fun and good fun. Thank you, Penny. So if you're not already a craft or a club member, make sure that you at least check it out. I'll get you the information. Like I said, there's some really good specials. I'm trying to make this a little sharper here, and it was getting too thick. All right, so we're going to put it through here. See if we can get it through, because I did kind of paint in my holes. Kind of made a mess, actually. See if we can get it through. Keep turning. I made my holes smaller with paint. And like I said, transfers, even for designers right now, which is awesome. I love it when we get the same deals. Buy 3, get 1 free. So it is time to stock up. If there were some that you were looking at, this is a good way to get it. All right, I'm using the same one all over again. I like this one. I know I don't have this thick of twine anymore, so that's why I'm reusing it. Here it comes. I'm getting white paint all over myself from that hole. But probably good that I'm putting it in right now, because just change our ideas. Exactly. Just adjust. That's what we do. We adjust, don't we? We totally adjust all the time. All right, I'm just going to put a knot in here. I might just leave it like this. I think it's kind of nice. I kind of like it, just like it is. What do you guys think? There it is. I think it's kind of cute. Hopefully it'll sell now, right? I think it's way better than it was. I'm so glad I did this today. There's nothing more thrifty than taking a sign that doesn't work or nobody likes and change it in something that you can use and other people will like. So there it is. Coffee note before talkie. Definitely. It's the rule in life. Thank you so much for joining me. Make sure you do all the things. And don't forget to check in for my drawing. Put your state down below and I will put you in the drawing for the month. I'm going to be giving some happy mail away for all of the check-ins. So keep watching on my page. Do all the things, sprinkle it out, share the love. We will be back, like I said, Saturday afternoon. I think it's 3:00 Pacific time for Sweetest Day. Let's see what we come up with. Have a great and blessed night and keep on crafting.